Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to address the elephant in the room, and that is how absolutely amazing this character is, ladies and gentlemen, in the new Whimpering Wastes game mode. I know that I've been on the record in the past, right, talking about how this character is a little bit difficult to pick up for most individuals, how she has some issues in regards to her team comps, but thankfully, with the design of the Whimpering Wastes game mode, guys, and I'm going to be slotting her on just an R2 Emerald to Genesis, I'll be showing you guys just how amazing she actually is when you do something as simple, right, as just pair her with Yang Yang. And for this demo, I will admittedly, right, be using Yang Yang on Camellia Sig, but think about it this way, guys. This is pretty much, on Yang Yang, it is worse than Emerald of Genesis. So let's keep that in mind as we're going through. EOG is actually better on her than Camellia Sig. We're just going to be putting Yang Yang on a Moonlit Cloud set. Nothing too crazy. She's going to be at 5, 8, 8, 8, and 5. Changli's going to be at 10 for everything except her normal attacks. These are... I should probably level these a bit more. But they're not really that necessary, and you'll see why. So, there's been a couple of videos, a couple of discussions on the best way to play this character. And the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to do anything crazy like a quick swap team with Zhang Liao. You don't have to, you know, like, put yourself through the carpal tunnel, the arthritis, the inflamed joints. Just go ahead and run her, right, in a traditional hypercarry lineup. Because one of the big flaws of Changli, which is her lack of personal damage in hypercarry, it's pretty much non-existent in this game mode, and it makes her one of the best actual hypercarry characters to get the job done. And I'll be explaining why. Changli in particular has a lot of strength from getting intro skills, because what she does is she enters True Sight and then gives herself access, right, to the True Sight Conquest and the True Sight Charge. Because you're playing her with two very fast concerto generators like Verena and Yang Yang, she'll be able to have constant access to these intro skills and then build up those enflammement stacks and then constantly use Flaming Sacrifice, right, that big nuke that she has across her kit, way more often than she normally would. And in the TOA, that doesn't work out too well because she doesn't actually deal that much raw damage by herself. But in Whimpering Wastes, on the other hand, boy oh boy, this turns extremely, extremely strong. So with that, let's go ahead, let's dive right on into it, and let's see what this is all about. Remember, we do have her on Emerald of Genesis, so we don't even have her Sig. We don't even have her Sig. So we go ahead, we start off, and then we just start swapping through the team, right? And we already have, right, a full stack.
Who's the caged bird now?
We just get our liberation. Group with Yang Yang. Get another intro skill, right? Go back to Verena. And then we just keep going. And then hopefully this will get all of them. And that's a perfect spawn, right? And unfortunately, we're going to run into a bit of a grouping issue here. Nothing too crazy, though. Get another inflammate stack. Use that gap closing. Boom. Use another liberation. And then use it again. Go back to Yang Yang. Have incredible ER, even without EOG. And unfortunately, we're going to miss Verena's attack. And then be able to go in. Just continually, completely destroy all of these waves. Right? And this is what Changli is capable of in this game mode, ladies and gentlemen. She is so good, it's unbelievable. And when you combine that with the power of Yang Yang, Oh my goodness. You are just shitting out all of these outro skills and then getting all of these points with almost no effort.
My blade yearns.
Bask in the sunlight. The fruit of evolution.
Together we vanish. Who's the caged bird now?
Sever.
And would you look at that? We get close to around 2650. That's my first try, though. That's just my first try. I'm getting warmed up with the first clear of the day. Let's go ahead and see what it's like now that I've warmed up a little bit. Now let's see what it looks like after I've warmed up a little bit. And let's keep in mind, guys, right? My Changli's basic attack is at level 3. My Yang Yang's stuff still needs to be maxed out, and we're still getting awesome clears like this.
Leave it to me.
Together we vanish. Take form.
Precipitant.
Synchronize. Together we vanish. Mind's eye.
Oh, here we go.
Divine flame.
Let me be your blade. Let the winds roar.
Together we vanish. Take form.
Notice the luminous energy. Fruit of evolution.
Together we vanish. My blade, your sever. Make it fast. Be reduced.
Oh, here we go.
to cinders.
Let me be your blade. Zephyr and storm, hear my command. Ha!
Synchronization. Together we vanish.
Proper positioning is key, and we're gonna have to finish this guy off. Use that time to rotation over to Verena real fast. Get her outro skill back. Go into another one. Swap to Yang Yang real fast.
Let the winds roar.
Get some of her grouping in. Get that concerto filled. Beautiful. Swap to Changli. Go back to her. Use our inflamement. Finish off those enemies.
Beckon the
And
divine
use another one of these bad boys.
Take form.
And unfortunately, the dancer is being a little bit annoying, so we'll just have to see if that one will come over to us. If it doesn't, bit of a rough clear. All right, it decided not to come over to us. Unfortunate.
Sever.
Mind's eye. Take form.
Sever.
Who's the caged bird now?
Yeah, we got really close there. Sometimes those dancers at the end can really fuck with you, but that's kind of like where the dancers happen, where the dancers can cause problems, and that'll just happen regardless of like any team that you're using. So that's a run through, right, of how this character can work. And as you can see, right, I still have potential to invest here. This is Changli with pretty much a free-to-play option, and a Yang Yang with pretty much a free-to-play option.
Plan.
And this Yang Yang, guys,
Sweet father.
this Yang Yang could use a lot more investment. She could use a lot more investment across her entire kit. And my Changli could I probably should have this basic attack raised a lot more. And she'd probably be doing a lot better in this content. But that's just one way, right? That I think this character has so much potential to fully work. And this is one of the most budget team comps in the game. The Yang Yang admittedly is S6, but you can think about it this way. We don't even have her Sig. We don't even have her Sig. And this is the big one, guys. I don't even have her Nightmare Echo. I'm using the baseline Inferno Rider. And what this means, ladies and gentlemen, is that this team comp can only get better and better the more I invest in these characters. But even at this lower level of investment, it's still getting the job done. It is still getting the job done. And just as a final note, guys, if you are getting performance like that with your Changli team, like 2.5k, brother man, you're only going to need about 2,000 on the other side to get your full rewards. And so it's definitely extremely doable. She is, in my definition, a carry for one of the sides if she's able to go up to 2.5k with bad enemy RNG and easily up to 2.8 with good RNG. You will have very little problems, right? Getting 2k on the other side. That's not a tall ask at all. And it's only 4.5 thousand for all of the rewards. So think of Changli as one of like those carries for this game mode. So with that, let me know what you all think. I know we didn't get to, I was able to get 2.8k with this team before, but that's really going to be highly dependent on the RNG of the dancers. And unfortunately, we did get pretty unlucky with the dancer RNG this time. They decided to just all dash away, and then that other one didn't really decide to dash in. And you run this enough times, you get enough clears, and you'll eventually get easily around 2.7, 2.8k with this team. Once that Changli is fully invested and you're able to, you know, battle enough with the enemy RNG and, you know, get better grouping that way. So if I ran this a couple more times, easy 2.7, 2.8. She can easily handle a side on her own. So with that, peace out.